welcome or welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now guys, this has been one of the first times since we moved to the Netherlands that I can actually say the weather has been amazing. And that's not only for 1 or 2 days, it's been this entire week. There has been not a single drop of rain for the entire week. The temperature has been in the mid 50s. The sun has been out. We've been taking nice long walks in the evenings because Cam is on spring break from school. I've noticed that all the restaurant terraces are like booming, and it's just getting me so excited for the spring. Anywho guys, as the title of this video suggests, in today's video, I want to talk about how playgrounds in the Netherlands are amazing and just compare them to playgrounds back in America. Now I know you've probably heard me talk about playgrounds like 718 times, but that's always been in relation to a different topic in one of my videos. And in today's video, I want to take a deep dive into how playgrounds in the Netherlands are just absolutely amazing. So you guys know how we do it here. Go ahead and get comfortable, get yourself your favorite drink or snack, and we'll get right into it. So to start off, I'd like to say it's not that Cam didn't like playgrounds back in America. I mean, we would go to playgrounds quite often, so they were bright and colorful. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with American playgrounds. Well, at least the structures in the American playgrounds. I'm just talking about how different the mindset and concept of Dutch playgrounds are. So the first thing I've noticed about playgrounds here in the Netherlands is how parents are involved with playing with the children, especially dads. Randy would take Cameron to the playground back in America, and not all the times, but mostly he was the only dad. Even on weekends, when the excuse couldn't be that dad was at work, he was always one of the few dads who had brought their kids to the playground. And here, there's dad, there's mom, there's even grandpa or grandma, and they're playing with the kids, running around, and even climbing on stuff. A lot of times in America, the parents are always sitting on the benches. Now, I'll be the first to admit, and I'm guilty as charged, that if I ever took Cameron to the playground and if I was with a friend and we were on a play date, then that was our time to catch up on what was going on, maybe on different TV shows or what was going on in the world, maybe celebrity gossip. It was just our time to catch up. Or something else you would see a lot of too was parents who taken their kids to the playground and then would sit off on the side and just have their head buried in their phone the entire time. Now, I'm absolutely not judging because that's something that I have been guilty of doing as well. But I've noticed that here in the Netherlands, the parents are really involved with their kids when they take them to the playground. Something else I noticed I was doing as well when I would bring Cameron to the playgrounds out here in the Netherlands is that I didn't want him to get really dirty, or I didn't want him to get into the sandbox because I was thinking about all the sand that he would get in his shoes and then bring that sand back to the house. And then I quickly realized that he's in the playground, he's supposed to get dirty, his clothes aren't supposed to remain clean, he's just having a good time. So that's one thing that was definitely difficult for me in the beginning, but now I'm all about him getting into the sandbox and having a good time. Something else I've noticed about playgrounds here in the Netherlands is that there's playground tourism. So what I mean by that is oftentimes I've struck a conversation with parents in the playground and I'm expecting that they're from Dordrecht, but then they let me know that they're from a different town that's maybe a town over. So for example, I've met really cool people who've brought their kids from Zwijndrecht or Papendrecht over to the playgrounds in Dordrecht. And that's because the playgrounds are all different. So they want their kids to experience different equipment. And especially when it's a beautiful day like it's been this week, they just, put their kids on the bike and bike over to the next town so the kids can experience a different playground. I think that's really neat, and that's something that we're looking forward to doing as well, especially now that the weather is getting better. So if you guys know of any amazing playgrounds, please let me know in the comment section, because that is something that Cameron absolutely loves to do, is go into the playground. Back in the US, you kind of stuck to the playground that was closer to your home. You really didn't venture out to different playgrounds that were farther away because it's just not something that we did. The next thing that I've noticed is how the playground equipment is really unique here for us. It's really different than what we're used to back home. I've even noticed that some of the equipment in the playgrounds here encourages the children to use their critical thinking skills and even cooperate with other children to make the equipment work. And you see them thinking and trying to figure out how to use it so it can work efficiently. It's almost like it's a classroom outside and the kids have no idea they're learning, and I think that's awesome. Something else that's really cool is that the playgrounds are not just simply made out of plastic and nothing else, but the playgrounds are kind of made to match with nature. So they look very nature-esque and they just kind of fit in with the environment. Something else I've never seen in playgrounds back in America are the zip lines or even the trampoline contraptions that are on the ground. I mean, it's just really, really cool equipment. And I'm sure to my Dutch subscribers, you're probably thinking, what the heck is she on about? And that's because you're used to seeing all this equipment for most of your life. But for an American or people coming from other countries, this is all unique to us, and it's really neat to see how the Dutch playgrounds are. All right, so Cam, what is your favorite things about playgrounds here in the Netherlands?
There's like so much variety for me to play at.
Okay.
There's so many things compared to the US.
Like so many things as far as like what?
Like all the
Equipment?
things, yeah. Because in America, you have to go like to so many different playgrounds just to find what you need.
Okay, so they don't have all the things in like one playground.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And what would you say is, in general, one of your favorite things about the Netherlands? Not just playgrounds, but just in general.
I think my favorite would be, there's so many things to decide. School,
Okay.
meester, trains too.
Oh yeah, you do like the trains, right?
One of the best, if not the best thing.
The trains?
One of the best, if not the best.
Okay.
But I also love the playgrounds. Like I think like the day before yesterday, we went to like a park called Wantage Park. It was like really good. I loved it.
You loved it, right?
Yeah.
And what do you love about school?
Just gym, like the half days, the
half days?
yes, there's half days on Wednesday.
Okay.
It's just easier for me to focus on those days.
Is it? Okay. And what do you like about Meester?
I like him. That's my teacher.
You like him as your teacher? All right, guys, and that'll be it. I figured I'd bring Cameron in for a little sneak peek as he's on spring break. And you want to sign off?
Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Good.
Bye.